Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In my previous videos, we had learnt all about the document types in purchasing, then how the item categories are linked to account assignment categories, how to create our own document type for purchase acquisition, and how the number range is linked to the document type in purchasing. Okay, for various purchasing documents. Okay, and now in this video, we will learn all about the field selection for the document types in purchasing. What is this field selection for the document type? The field selection for the document type will control which fields are required entries and which fields are optional entries when we create the purchasing document. It can be a purchase acquisition, or it can be a purchase order, or it can be a contract, or it can be a scheduling agreement. Okay. So now this field selection, okay, is linked to the particular document type of the purchasing document. Okay, so to understand it very clearly, let us go to the SPRO here in their configuration under IMG. Okay, let us go to material management purchasing. Okay, and let us take the example of purchase acquisition. Okay, for purchase acquisition, the field selection is set up here in define screen layout at document level. But this field selection is actually linked to the document types. Okay, so let me open this defined document types for purchase acquisition, and let us take the standard purchase acquisition document type NB. Okay, so for the standard document type for purchase acquisition NB, the field selection is NBB. Okay, NBB. Okay, so now where this NBB is configured actually set up. Okay, let us go to, I will open another screen here in SPRO, and I will open that, for purchase acquisition, right? Purchase acquisition under purchasing. Okay, I will go to the define screen layout at document level. Okay, click on the define screen and just scroll down here until we find the uh, field selection key NBB. Okay, as we have just now seen here, for the purchase requisition document type NB, which is for the standard purchase requisition, the field selection key is NBB. Okay, NBB. And here, if we go to this field selection key NBB here, okay, so let us go to the field selection key NBB here. Select this one and click on details. If we go to details here, we can see different field selection groups here. For example, basic data item. If we go to basic data item, we can see that the fields plant and purchasing group are required entries. What is this meaning? That means if we try to create a purchase acquisition of document type NB, we have to input the value of the plant and purchasing group. Without inputting any value in these fields, plant and purchasing group, we cannot create a purchase acquisition of document type NB. Okay, so these two fields under the field selection group basic data item. Just to go back here. Okay, I will back and let us go to this quantity and price. Okay, if we go to the field selection group quantity and price, we can see the fields quantity, unit of measure, price and price unit. Okay, these three fields are again mandatory. That means when we try to create a purchase requisition of document type NB, along with plant and purchasing group, we should also input, we should also fill these fields actually. Okay, we have to, that is, enter some quantity of the material for which we are going to create the purchase acquisition, the unit of measure, and the price and price unit. Okay, so without filling these fields, plant, purchasing group, quantity, unit of measure, price and price unit, we cannot create a purchase acquisition of document type NB, which is standard purchase acquisition. So this is how the fields are set up in the configuration. So these fields are set up for the particular document types, whether it is a purchase acquisition, purchase order, contract, or a scheduling agreement. Okay, now let us try to create a purchase acquisition and see. Okay, that is how this field selection is set up. For example, I will try to create a purchase acquisition. The transaction code to create a purchase acquisition is ME51N. I will go to ME51N. So as you have just now seen here, right, in the configuration, the first thing, right, that is we have to input is something in the field plant and purchasing group. Okay, so what I will do, we have to create a purchase requisition for some or the other material. I will input some material number. Okay, let us say R-1001, and here after I input the material, okay, I will just try to press enter. See here, I will get error message that input plant. Why? Because here in the field selection group here, right, the field plant and purchasing group are mandatory. We just now seen, right, basic data item. If you go to basic data item, we can see the fields plant and purchasing group are here, required entries here. They are checked here. Okay, so I will input something in the, see here, plant. See, after I input something in the field plant, what happens? 9110. Okay, I will press enter. So I had to input something in the purchasing group, because if the purchasing group is maintained in the purchasing view in the material master of this material, it will automatically pick. Okay, now after inputting the plant here, I will press enter. Okay, see, it has automatically picked the value of purchasing group from the material master of this material, R-100001. So let us try to display the material master of this material. I will go to MM03 here in the SAP Easy Access screen. Let it come here. So MM03. Okay, let me go to MM03 and let me put this material, enter. I will select purchasing view. Okay, because I want to see what is the purchasing group that is picked here. My plant is 9110. Enter. See, the purchasing group setup for this material is M0. So it has automatically picked this purchasing group, okay, from this material master. Okay, so when you try to create the purchase requisition, so this is automatically filled from the material master. And next, see, it is asking me to enter some quantity. Okay, because after the plant and purchasing group, the next field is, okay, required field is, okay, we'll go back here, and here if we double click on the quantity and price, the field selection group, quantity and price, we can see the quantity, unit of measure, and price unit, they are required entries. Okay, that is the reason it is asking me to enter the quantity. See, I did not enter any quantity. Okay, it will give a error. I had to input some quantity. Okay, so let me put some quantity here. I will put the quantity as 10. Okay, then I will press enter. Okay, now see, the error has gone. Okay, error has gone actually, and we can see the valuation price 865.38. This valuation price, it has picked from the material master. Okay, again let us go to the material, display material of this material, R-100001. Let me go to the accounting one view. In the accounting one view, I can see the moving average price is 865.38. Okay, so the system has picked the price, moving average price of that material automatically, see, from the material master record, and the price is in INR currency and per one, means price unit. Okay, the quantity, see, what are the mandatory fields here? If you go to the configuration, okay, the fields quantity, unit of measure, and price unit. Okay, the quantity I have input, we have to input the quantity. Okay, then the unit of measure will automatically, it will be picked from the material master. It is each, here we can see here. And then price and price unit, per one, per each. This is the price for one piece. Okay, and this unit of measure also, it will pick from the material master record, which we can see here in the uh, all the views. Okay, accounting view, or even purchasing view also we can see here. See, the unit of basic unit of measure is each here. We can see here in purchasing view, see basic unit of measure, even in basic data one to everywhere actually. Okay, so that is, so based on how the field selection, okay, is set up actually for the particular document type. Okay, based on the field selection key. Okay, this field selection key will be linked to the document types here. Okay, here the field selection key NBB is linked to the document type NB, and I am trying to create a purchase requisition here, with the purchase requisition of the document type NB, which is a standard purchase requisition. Okay, so whichever fields are required entries in the field selection, those fields you have to fill. Okay, without filling those fields, when we try to create a purchase requisition, it will give a error message, or it will not allow us to create a purchase requisition without entering the values in those fields which are set up in the field selection key NBB for standard purchase requisition NB. So what are the required fields? Plant, purchasing group, quantity, base unit of measure, and price unit. Okay, after these fields are filled. Here plant, purchasing group, here the quantity, then that is unit of measure, and price unit. Okay, once these fields are filled, then only it will allow us to create the purchase requisition. Okay, and we have to input the material number, then plant. Okay, then once we input the material, plant, and the quantity, then the system will automatically pick the purchasing group. Okay, the evaluation price and price unit, as well as the unit of measure here. Okay, it will automatically pick from the material master record. Okay, now since all the required fields are filled, it will allow us to create the purchase requisition. Okay, so I have just given you this example of how the field selection is set up for the document type for purchase requisition in purchasing, and the same funda or the same principle, okay, holds good for the field selection for the other documents like purchase order, contract, and scheduling agreement. Thank you for watching my video, and soon we will meet in another video with another interesting topic. And also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you will get notification of my upcoming videos on several topics on MM. See you in my next video.